new recording, and we're going to talk about the Republican Party, the rhinos, Georgia, and so I've got a couple articles I would like for you to go read. Now, it's interesting because I told you this when we opened the show. A former candidate for a Georgia statewide office, and who I thought may be, and I'll open it this way, who I thought may be a candidate in the upcoming 2020 primary, Republican primary, I spoke to yesterday. So here's my question to you. Can a grassroots conservative in Georgia, now put your state in place, okay? But can a grassroots conservative, real conservative candidate in Georgia win without Trump's endorsement in the primary? Against, now I'm going to add the second part, against a rhino, never Trumper, with Trump's endorsement. Well, wait a minute. None of that made sense. While Trump is for conservative, grassroots, the real deal, he told us he's going to get the rhinos out. He's going to get them out. Okay. Rhinos, get out. All right. So I've heard Trump call them never Trumpers over and over, and rhinos. Now, wait a minute. You're not going to convince me that Trump's going to, I'm going to answer this, okay, that Trump's going to endorse a rhino when we've got a good conservative out there, grassroots conservative. It ain't going to happen. Wait a minute. Now, you know I love you. I slum with the people. If you don't know what that means, okay, I'm going to explain it. Don't get offended. I slum with the people, not politicians. We shouldn't be out there slumming at all. Well, I'm just telling you, that's how they look at us. Why do you say slumming with the people? That's how they perceive us. That's how they see us, folks. You may not want to be that. I looked around. I go to these great Republican Party meetings, and I went to Fannin County the other night. And, we're wearing blue jeans. I know I got a shirt and tie, but we're wearing blue jeans, and we're wearing hats, and we're wearing Trump hats, and we're wearing blue jean jackets. And I said, this is where I want to be, slumming with the people, because that's the way they see us. So the point is, Ken, and the reason I called this candidate, the potential candidate, former candidate, is because this is a conservative. Now, hear me out. You're going to want to pay attention, because we have to find good candidates. This is a very good conservative candidate. This guy is pro-life. It is a guy, clue, okay? Pro-life, conservative, through and through. We know this person very well. And I said, are you going to run? Are you going to step up and run? And the individual said, I haven't said no. I haven't said no. But Brian, I'm going to tell you now. You cannot win. I don't see winning without Donald Trump's endorsement in the primary. And I don't have the ties, and I'm not the guy that is going to get Trump's endorsement. I don't have his ear. So I don't know if I can actually run, because you can't run against that endorsement. So my question to you is, could a good grassroots conservative run and win against a Trump-endorsed rhino never Trumper? Now, how will that happen? Okay, because they're lining up. They're lining up now. And I've got a couple articles, and I'm not calling this individual a never Trumper. I don't want that misunderstood. Okay, but let's go with. Okay, here is an Axios article, And I pulled this up because of this reason. Remember, go to number 14. And this is an article you may want to go read in Axios. And Trump to make new 2022 endorsements. All right. And he's going to make new 2022 endorsements. And give me number 16. Kissing the ring inside the GOP courtship of Trump's endorsement. Okay. So they're getting in line. All right. They're getting in line. All right. And, you know, I'm going to use this example. Let me just say this. They're getting in line. I'm going to say it anyway. And you have the coyotes, all right? Not Wile E. Coyote, for those out there who don't understand. The coyotes that tell the people in South America, for $10,000, I can get you into America. $10,000, I can get you into America, okay? They're getting in line. And we have people now, hear me out, that are telling people all across the country, for this much money, I can get you in line and possibly get you Trump's endorsement. The I Know Trump group out there is cashing in. That's right. I'm going to say it. I am going to say it today. They're not going to like. They're cashing in. I know Trump. I know Trump. Okay. Now remember just picture this. Okay. You remember the golden doors of the elevator in Trump Tower? Remember that? You remember when Trump was president-elect? President-elect. All right. And they had a camera right there. They had cameras, and they kept them on the doors of that elevator. You know it. 24 hours, 7 days a week to see who went in the elevator and who came down. We watched many days those doors open and see who emerged. And we were trying to figure out, even Mitt Romney, right? We were trying to figure out, okay, who's going to be Secretary of State? Who went in the elevator? Why did they go in the elevator? Why is Rudy in the elevator? Why is Gates in the elevator? Everybody went in the elevator, went up, come down to Trump Tower, right? Now, change that to Mar-a-Lago. That's right. Change it to Mar-a-Lago. They're going down on a daily basis. I mean, I think the airlines have a direct flight to Mar-a-Lago now for all of these political consultants. All right. They're flying them in straight in. We now offer tea, coffee, and a direct flight to Mar-a-Lago. We can get you a car right to the front door, and possibly you can see Trump. All for this price. There's travel agents. It's a joke. Here's the package. Direct flight to Mar-a-Lago, a car to the front door, and a possible glimpse of Trump on the ninth hole. So that being said, okay, now this is a friend of the show, and I'm going to put all this together, okay? Number 2, good friend of the show. I spoke to him. I did ask him. I don't do people wrong. I don't do people wrong. And I asked him, I said, can I tell people I spoke to you? He said, yes. I said, okay, because I'm not going to tell somebody. So I spoke to Vernon Jones yesterday morning about 6:30 in the morning. And I asked him, I'm not going to tell you everything in the conversation. I'm not Jordan Fuchs. I'm not Jordan Fuchs with the Georgia Secretary of State's office. I'm not going to make stuff up. Maybe allegedly Jordy made stuff up. I'm not going to. Jordan Fuchs. Yes, I think the Washington Post has got tired of it, right? It is out there. Who made up the language there? We'll talk about that in just a minute. So I asked Vernon Jones, I said at 6, I said, Vernon, what the hell are you up to? I did, I said, quote, I said, is it too early for me to ask you, what the hell are you up to down there in Mar-a-Lago with the president? He just laughed, all right? He did tell me president looks good. He did. I'm going to share that. I know Vernon Jones wasn't getting upset. He said, Brian, look at these pictures, man. Trump is looking amazing. He really is. I got to give it to the guy. Okay. He said, Brian, Trump looks good. I mean, just really looks good, feels good, looks rested, relaxed. It's enjoyable to talk to him. So yesterday, right, one of Donald Trump's many great legacies will be how he single-handedly exposed and took down fake news. All right. So here, is Vernon Jones with President Trump. Just sitting down having a conversation. Now, you're not getting these pictures with Trump if he doesn't allow it. Yeah. You're not releasing these. Okay, let me just think this out. I mean, this is Donald J. Trump, the greatest marketing genius. I love marketing. I do. I've been in marketing my whole entire life. I love it. Okay, this guy. This guy is a marketing genius. Now, you are not taking this photo and you're not releasing this photo because somebody took it, okay? If Donald J. Trump says no. I mean, a picture with Trump's almost, not quote, but almost an endorsement, okay? So here he is, Vernon Jones, and I'm going somewhere with this. And then here, give me number 3, okay? Number 3, here's another one with Vernon Jones from Georgia. If you don't know who Vernon Jones is, Vernon Jones is a former Democrat state senator here in Georgia that went Republican, got turned. So here he is, supported the president of the United States. Now they're lining up at Mar-a-Lago, and they want to get in, and they want to get this endorsement, okay? And that's okay. Now give me number 4. Okay, give me number 4. Now, Drew Ferguson, he's a congressman here in Georgia, considers 2022 Senate bid against Warnock. Now, let me just say this. I can tell you this. I don't know. I have not talked to Congressman Drew Ferguson. I've not. Okay. I do not have inside intel into his campaign. Others do. I can only, when I say speculate, okay, I can only speculate this, but I don't think this is even floated out without Drew Ferguson will not be the candidate for Senate in 2022 unless he feels he has Donald Trump's endorsement in Georgia. And if he doesn't, does he stand a chance? Now we're going to talk about that. Okay. Now, Secretary of State, okay, Brad Raffensperger, we want him out. Donald Trump wants him out. Donald Trump made mention to Marie Bartiromo on the interview last night. Hey, Georgia, Georgia Secretary of State's office. That's a cesspool, right? I said that, he did not. But he even mentioned it last night. And we know what happened there. So David Bell Isles, I told you, I think he is the former mayor of Alpharetta, Georgia. I think he was in the runoff against Raffensperger last time. Rumor is he will announce soon that he's running for he's running for Secretary of State in Georgia. Now, I asked several yesterday if he had Trump's endorsement, because I'm telling you, if he comes out and he says he's running before Trump's endorsement, okay, look who has Trump's endorsement, okay? Sarah Sanders over in Arkansas for governor has Trump's endorsement immediately. So we don't know. I don't know if David Bell Isles has Trump's endorsement. Now, here's another thing you want to do. Now, listen to me, because this is where I'm going to change this around. You want to go read this article. I brought this up yesterday. I watched Sunday. I stood up at my local Republican Party meeting, okay? And I said to my local Republican Party, number 5, okay? This is an article you want to go read. In Georgia, GOP Duncan fight with Trump spurs loud questions and quiet praise. Okay? Quiet praise. All right? And Jeff Duncan, Lieutenant Governor of Georgia, he said 2.0, right? Let me find that here. I had it here just a minute ago. And there it is. This is from Greg Bluestein of the AJC. Most elected Georgia Republicans are either cozying up to Donald Trump, or trying to avoid his wrath. Not Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan, who has set himself on a head-on collision course with the former president, okay? So, in cable TV interviews, Georgia's number 2 Republican has repeatedly urged partisans to leave Trump in the rearview mirror and promoted a view of a GOP 2.0. GOP 2.0. Now, he's even launched a website. All right? He's launched a website, Jeff Duncan has, and it's called, you can go to it, GOP 2.0, A Better Way Forward. Our mission, okay? Our mission, the person who agrees with you 80% of the time is a friend and ally, not a 20% traitor. Okay? President Ronald Reagan. So it is a website. It's called GOP2.0.org. All right? Our mission, GOP 2.0, is an independent movement that brings a fresh and reasoned approach to creating Republican majorities. Join us in advocating for the pet project, creating better policy, empathy, and tone within the Republican Party. It's out there. So what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? I stood up at the Fannin GOP the other night, and I said, hey, okay, we've got 2.0 Duncan out here. You've got Brad Raffensperger. You've got Brian Kemp. In Pennsylvania, look in the camera and tell me how many rhinos you got out there. How many 2.0 Republicans? Never Trumpers. Michigan, Wyoming even. 2.0 Republicans. You got Liz Cheney. Okay. They will not lose. They will not go down without a fight. Now, I'm going to take a break, and when I come back, we're going to go straight into what they're really doing and how they're going to work to try to manipulate Donald Trump, yes, the President of the United States, into endorsing many of them in a roundabout way so they don't lose control of the Republican Party. Watch, listen, and learn. BKP, slumming with the people, man. That's where I'm at, not the politicians. We'll be back right after this.